So when you think of high visibility targets or reactive targets, what do you think of? You think of stuff like tannerite, that's a reactive target, makes a big boom, a lot of noise, a lot of smoke, a lot of fire. Or maybe you think of something like these, you know, the shoot and see targets from Birchwood Casey, and they're pretty awesome. You know, you can see here, you know, you shoot through a little black paint, and you know you got fluorescent green. It marks where you shoot and everything. But the problem with these, in addition to being really expensive, I mean, these are about $13 for a package of 5 from Birchwood Casey's site. They're also kind of fragile, okay, because this is basically just paint, so you can scrape that off with a fingernail. So if you're throwing it in your gun bag or your range box or whatever, and they get rubbed on, at that point they become kind of useless. I mean, yeah, they come with all these little pasting dots that you can put over holes and stuff, but the pasting dots are the same thing, just the paint, and the paint comes off. But again, 13 bucks for 5. And if you buy them at Walmart in packs of 3, I think they're 8 or 9 bucks. So if you want something you can see before you shoot it, and you don't want to spend a ton of money, what are your options? Well, you could try and make your own reactive targets like those, which I've seen people do on YouTube. And it seems like a lot of work. You know, got to paint a bunch of different layers of paint and hope everything dries right, and you're going to get the same result. You're going to get paint and it's messy and whatever. So in that vein, there's this cool company out of Pennsylvania called EZ2C. Letter E, letter Z, number 2, letter C. EZ2C Targets. And they've been around for a long time, and it's weird because until they started following me on Twitter, I had never heard of them. And the reason for that is the original owner, the current owner's father, basically treated it as a hobby for a long time. And I guess they were very popular around Pennsylvania, local area and stuff. But when the current owner took over and bought the company from his dad a couple years back, he decided to kind of make it global. And then just in the last year or so, he's gotten really active on social media and Twitter and Facebook and all that stuff. And so when they started following me on Twitter, that was the first I'd ever heard of them. And I'm kind of glad I did, because they're pretty damn awesome. It's real basic stuff, you know. It's easy to see, okay? And so what that means basically is it doesn't really matter what range you're looking at it from. This is it's a proprietary kind of reddish orange color. You won't be able to reproduce this on your inkjet printer or anything like that. And you know, no matter where you're looking at it, how far you're looking at it from, you can see where the target is. So like this target right here, this is a style number 9, and they have 20 different styles, and they're always adding more, but this is style number 9. I could pretty easily see this with the naked eye from 500 or 600 yards away. And it's awesome in the fact that when you're looking, if you're looking through glass at it, okay, and you're looking through a reticle, you can instantly pick out where the target is. Whereas on a target that's all black, like this, until you actually start putting holes in it, you might have a hard time seeing where your sights are in
retrospect?
No, not in retrospect. Jesus.
In respect.
In relation to the target. Okay? You might have a hard time seeing where your reticle is or where your sights are in relation to the target because it's black. Well, this solves that problem, and it solves it in a very inexpensive and really basic way by using their, again, proprietary kind of orangish reddish color. It really pops. It really stands out. It doesn't matter whether you're low light or bright sunny day, you're going to see where this is. It's kind of like, well, that's kind of the reason people have to wear, in most states, they have to wear some sort of blaze orange when they go hunting, okay? It's the same effect. Your eye is just instantly drawn to it. Now, the coolest thing about these is not their orange color, even though it is a pretty cool color. The coolest thing is the price. For about $7.50, depending on the target style, you can get anywhere from 25 to 40 for $7.50, and I think they offer flat shipping too. I think their shipping is like $7 or $8 flat. So do the math on that, okay? So for maybe a grand total of 16 bucks, you're getting 40 targets shipped to your door, and you're going to see them. And the targets, they cover pretty much everything you could want to do. You just want a basic circle, well, Style 9's got you covered. You want squares, well, Style 18 got you covered. You want a big fat bullseye with alternating stripes, that's Style 6. You know, that's a big one there. What's that? That's a 10-inch circle. You want to run handgun drills? This is one of my favorite ones, honestly. These are a blast to shoot. There's a dot torture for handgun drills. These are fun. It's really just a good time. And they're challenging too, especially as you start speeding up and increasing the distance to target. You want to zero your rifle for hunting season? There's a zeroing target. You want to diagnose pistol shooting issues? There's a diagnosis target. And the cool thing is that these come in pads of 25, and it's 13 right hand and 12 left hand, I think, on each pad. So there's lefty, there's righty, and there's 25 to a pad. Now all the targets are anywhere between 25 and 40 targets to a pad. And if I remember correctly, and I'm sure if I'm wrong, Mark will correct me on Twitter, the only one that I recall seeing that was only 25 to a pad is the pistol diagnostics target, okay? You want a bunch of circles with a big circle in the middle, you got it. They sent me a ton of samples. They didn't send me a sample of each and every model, but like for instance, and hell, when they sent me these samples, they only had 16 styles. Now they have 20. But here is, and zoom in on this, Rusty. There's a bunch of their styles right there. The most of them. I think my favorite for just general use is style 12. You know, just a basic bullseye ring with scoring rings, a bullseye circle with scoring rings. Excuse me. You know, cool little dart board. Again, you got zeroing squares on several different targets. They got targets for handguns that are specific to handguns. They got targets that are specific to rifles. Although you can use anything you want, obviously, but you know they're intended for stuff like that. You know, like again, these ones here, the pistol diagnosis targets. You know, these are intended strictly for handguns. But if that's all you got and you want to put holes in it with your 1022, then what the hell? Who's going to stop you? These are your targets. The coolest thing is just that the price, man. The price is just you can't beat it. Honestly, it's a really good, well-made product on heavy paper. You know, about twice as thick as your standard copy paper. It's good, thick stock. Nice bright colors, really draws your eye to it. You know, I mean, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera or not, but you know, just the holes in the orange, they really stand out in comparison to holes on a black target. You know, and as far as I'm concerned, they stand out just as well as the holes on these shooting C's. And this target was, if I, you know, it'd be, let's see, 750 for 40. What is that, dude? Let's do the math. Let's do some math. So 750 divided by 40, 18 cents a target. Now, if you factor in shipping, that's going to up that to about 36 cents a target. So, including shipping, 36 cents for this target. And I have no idea what Birchwood Casey charges for shipping, maybe $5. So 13, 18 bucks. We'll do 18 bucks. 5 divided by 18. $2.77 a target. 36 cents a target. Almost $3 a target. 36 cents a target. Almost $3. And you guys know me, and you know how big a fan I am of doing things on the cheap, right? And you know how big a fan I am of stuff like High Point. You know, if it's inexpensive and it does a job, That's a good thing. There's nothing bad with that, okay? It's not like those plastic tennis shoes your parents used to buy you when you were in school going to gym class, and the soles were plastic and you'd slide all over the basketball court floor because your parents were working class and they couldn't afford Reeboks. So you got the plastic Kmart version of the Reeboks. Not that I'm speaking from personal experience at all, okay? But all these different styles, I can't say enough good things about him. And the owner, he's a real cool, mellow dude. You can call him on the phone right now, probably, and get him on the phone. In fact, I encourage you to call him. His name is Mark. Go on their website, get the phone number, and call him right now and tell him Rich from GunTortureTests told you to call him. And he will probably blast me on Twitter for it, but that's okay, because he's super accessible, and it's rare to find a company owner that's super accessible. They're always coming out with new styles. It's rare for me to just be like an overt fan of a product like this. In my reviews, I try and keep them as objective as possible, but sometimes I just really fall in love with a product, like I did with the Sky CPX2. The EZ2C Targets, you know, they're awesome. In addition to those, they make little stick-on targets, okay? They make kind of snarky warning signs like that one up on the wall. Due to the rising cost of ammunition, do not expect a warning shot. They make those. You can buy plastic ammo cans on their site. You can always find them at gun shows all over the East Coast. They're just a cool company and a really good product at a very reasonable price, and that is the biggest thing. Good product, good customer service, fair price, all rolled into one thing. Something as simple as a piece of paper with a proprietary color of orange and red, making good targets. Life is good. So that's the review on the EZ2C Targets, and you can go, it's EZ2C.com, and I'll put a link to it in the description of this video. Quick update on Red Fork Ammo. It's going well. It could be going better. So again, all I need really is for about 18% of my subscriber base to spend $19 on one box of ammunition, and this thing is a go. You guys have done awesome. I just gave out today, if you're following me on Facebook or Twitter, today we passed the first milestone, and a gentleman from Texas got his order doubled for free. So he went from a 500 round box of ammo to a 1,000 round box of ammo at no cost to him. That's pretty awesome. Free stuff is always good. But check it out. I'll put the website down there, and you can check out all the free ammo and all that other crap. There's t-shirts on the site. They're super cool. You can get forked. What else? That's it. I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully sooner rather than later. See ya.